If you understand this one thing I want to share with you, you are going to succeed in business. And this is what a lot of people do not understand, and they just go into business blindly and they wonder what's going on. So if in case you want to be able to understand how this business world works and not get frustrated out, then you want to stick around, because in the next few minutes I'll be sharing that with you. This thing about a human nature would make you do business the right way, and more importantly, do business that actually works. Now you have to understand something, and it's going to save you a lot of pressure. Typical human nature is that everybody is selfish. I'm selfish. You're selfish. Everybody's selfish. How do you know this? Sometimes when you take a group picture and you're in the picture, who is the first person that you look at? Most times it's yourself. You want to look at how did I actually look in the picture. So subconsciously, we are typically always looking out for us, right? We always want to make sure that we're okay even before we care about other people. That's the truth of the matter, no matter how nice you are to everybody else. And so you have to understand that everybody's nature is selfish. People want something that's going to benefit them, benefit their family, benefit their company, benefit their businesses, and before they even think about you. Nobody loves you too much. Everybody loves themselves. And that's why the Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So typically, something within you, you want something that will benefit you, even if not yourself directly. Maybe your family, maybe your loved one, maybe your company, or whatever. So how does it relate to business? You have to understand that people would always buy something when they want to know that what isn't it for themselves. This will save you a lot of headache. And I'm not just saying trying to provide a business that will make people feel like, okay, it's a service. This is what I'm giving you, a cup. This is what this cup is going to use. It's going to serve you. No, it's way beyond that. It's understanding the fact that everybody is selfish. They want to know what is in it for me. And this will help you in business. Make people feel like they are cheating you. I'm going to explain. So make it look, and people always put this in form of an offer, where they make them feel like, oh, I'm getting all of this and you're getting this for this little amount of money. Let them feel cheated, because the truth of the matter is, in every business, there's a buyer and there's a seller. That's what constitutes a business transaction. No matter the business model you're in, no matter what you're selling, there's always a buyer and there's always a seller. It doesn't matter if you're selling a physical product, a digital product, or a service. The buyer and there's a seller. And if you want to actually get people to actually get by, beyond just trying to sell pain point, beyond just trying to say, oh yes, this solves this particular problem, make them feel like they're getting it for a steal. Why do you think Black Friday always have one of the highest amount of sales ever in history? It's because people always feel like, I'm getting this thing for a steal. Like, seller in their minds is losing money, even though the seller is not losing money. That's 300 a day, but you always want to feel like this is going to benefit me. They don't care about you. And I hate to say that people do not care about your company. They always just want to make sure that this is going to profit me. So how do you apply this into your business? You have to like yourself in the position whereby you put yourself in the position of the buyer and ask yourself, like, particular product or service I'm actually selling, how do I position it that I am the buyer? I'm going to feel like this is a steal. Okay, this is where you have to balance it up. You don't have to make sure that you not give away everything away for free. Make sure that you are also getting something from it. Nobody is a charity organization, and by the time you understand the fact that nobody is a charity organization, nobody is, as in have charity organization, but a business is not a charitable organization. I hope you know that. So when you understand the fact that even when somebody is actually giving you something for free, there's always something involved. I hope you know that. So even when someone saying, you know what, I'm going to give you this for free and it's a business, trust me, there's always something involved. But even if you are going to do that, make sure, like I said, it's a very good business transaction is something where both parties are feeling like, you will feel like, oh yeah, person is actually getting this for a steal. And then the other person is actually feel like, yeah, actually going to lose money, but you are not. So you have to put yourself in the position of your buyer, make them feel like this is like a steal compared to what you're paying. Make them feel like they're cheating you, if there's any word like that. Cheating you legally. But you know yourself that you are not being cheated. You've done your numbers, and that's why it's very good that you know your numbers. Because if you're running business and you do not know your numbers, it's like you're driving a car without any direction, without a windscreen. You're just driving blindly. So always put yourself in your customer's shoes and ask yourself, how do I position this business in a way that it's going to like you're getting this for like deal, and they're going to feel like I'm being in something that will not make much. I'm the one that is actually benefiting more. Let them feel like they are benefiting more. If you have that understanding in business and you are the back end, you're actually running your numbers, you're gonna for a long time. And you have to understand this if you're a consumer also watching this, because every one of us, we're buyers or sellers, right? I might be selling something, but I'm also buying something as well too. And you have to understand that everybody is looking for what is in it for them. So even when somebody's being nice to you and saying, you know what, take this thing for free, if it's a business, I can assure you that there are some hidden costs that they're not going to let you know, and they're looking for what is in it for them. I promise you that. So nobody's that nice. Everyone is selfish. And by the time you understand this human nature, that people are actually selfish, people are actually looking out for themselves, it will help you create something something that would benefit people. So by the time you are much more obsessed, by the time you put yourself in your customer's shoes and tell yourself that, okay, this is while you've run your numbers and you know that, okay, you're going to run at a loss. And there's something also called a loss leader in business. I'm not going to go deep into that, but it's also whereby the business is actually having foresight and they are willing to take on a loss just to be able to acquire that customer. But the business itself knows that in the long run, that customer they're taking a loss for would be much more valuable in the long term, called the LTV, the long-term value of a customer. So you cannot be able to do that, do what I call the loss leader, if you do not know your numbers. More importantly, the whole essence of this video is that for you to be able to succeed, know that every human being is selfish. They're looking for what it is in it for them, and they want to get it at the cheapest way possible. And when I mean cheapest, I don't mean you lesser price. They want to make sure that they are getting the best value ever, even for luxury product as well too. So always ask yourself, what is in it? Let them feel like what they're paying and what they're getting is much more higher. Even for luxury products as well too, they're getting luxury bag, like they're just buying a bag, you're buying status, you're buying confidence, you're buying this, you're buying that. And so let that the selling point, that should be what should form your USP, that's your unique selling proposition in your business, right? Those unique selling, what is in it for them. Understand that every human being is selfish. They want to get everything, if possible, want to get everything free, but it's not possible. And that's why businesses can be able to know that and creep in and offer you like a free gift or something, but deep down, everybody is selfish. They want what would benefit them, benefit their family, benefit their loved ones, benefit their company. So always going with that mindset, and like I said at the back end, know your numbers so that you do not run at a loss, because there are two types of businesses: those that just do this blindly and at the end of the day they can't sustain it and then boom, run at a loss. But if you being smart and strategic about this, you're going to scale. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.